Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having a good time with PR7. I should be finishing mine today, so if you guys start on day 1, you guys should be finishing up yours as well too. Unless you're taking it slow, then that's perfectly fine as well too. But today we have the final ship on our list, which is going to be Halford. The last of the PR7, not last Fletcher, but the newer Fletcher is on today's list and review today. So at 125, we have 2,524 health, 141 firepower, 349 torpedoes, 257 aviation, 179 anti-air, 226 reload, 220 on the invasion, light armor, 45 speed, 247 on the hit, 0 luck, 242 ASW, and 11 on the oil cost. So a lot of mixed damage with firepower, torpedo, and aviation. So that's actually a lot of wave clearing right there. And we have the, I guess this is the base now, 2,525 for health. I thought 3,000 would be it, but that's perfectly fine as well too for a destroyer's health pool. Now for the gear efficiencies, we have 140 on the DD gun, 140 on the torpedoes, and a flex slot of either 130 on anti-air or seaplanes. So it's actually really good for mixed damage dealing. Like you can have a destroyer straight up like not have an anti-air and be guns, torpedoes, and plane damage. So that's actually very interesting. I'm actually curious on how she performs in terms of like OS and like later mob contests, because this is actually like a really diverse kit when it comes to wave clearing right here. Pretty cool. Now for the development levels, I say the biggest thing here is probably going to be the level 10, the level probably 10 and 30 I'd say, or maybe even the health pool, because at 10 you get a lot of stuff like all out assault, siren killer 1, seaplanes in the third slot, and the rest is just like preload torpedoes, health, anti-air, efficiency, and then all that. So I think these are at pretty early state, but you want to have her max out because she is a destroyer, meaning she's lacking a lot of skills and stats. So you want to help her out by having her at developer 30 if you want to use her. Now when it comes to skills, when the battle starts, if this ship has an Eagle Union gear equipped, increase this ship's aviation by 20%. So I don't think that's too hard. I think there's like a wide variety of gear you can use from like auxiliaries as well as like DD guns. I don't know if DD gun has a really good Eagle Union one, but it could be. But there's like so many auxiliaries you can use on Halford as USS that can be beneficial towards proccing this. I don't think it's a hard skill though to proc. Every 15 seconds targets a random enemy. Humanoids are prioritized and decrease their evasion by 10% for 6 seconds. That's really good. And launches a level 10 seaplane attack. If the seaplane hits the random enemy targeted by the skill, that enemy's cannon damage taken is up by 8% for 6 seconds. So I guess this applies to shells, because I guess that's a cannon. But it's probably just for like vanguard damage, so it's not like amazing. But it's for backline as well too. That could be really good. But I think it would say like shelling damage or whatever instead of cannon. So probably just for vanguards. And if that's the case, it's kind of like whatever. So yeah. Good for like tanky mobs though when it comes to campaign like chapter 14 stuff. Pretty good there. Pedigree of Perfection. Increase this ship's evasion by 30%. If this ship does not have seaplane equipped, increase this ship's torpedo and anti-air by 15%. Decreases her damage taken by 12%, and every 15 seconds fires a special barrage based on skills level. If this ship has a seaplane equipped, activates the following effects. 1. This ship launches an odd number of airstrikes, deploys a smoke screen that lasts 5 seconds, that increases evasion rate by 40% for all ships in the smoke screen. It isn't like with the other skill, obviously. When this ship launches an even number of airstrikes, restores 4% of this ship's max HP, and extinguishes any burn this ship has afflicted with. So this is a very, very interesting kit. So the second skill, the second part with the smoke screen and the plane heals, that's good in chapters 14. And the first skill right here, the anti-air damage reduction, that's good in chapters 15. So you have a 14 and a 15 kit here. Very, very interesting. A lot of diversity here. It gives you a lot of options for how you want to build her. So pretty much as expected, a campaign ship for specifically chapter like 14, 15, and 13 hard mode, stuff like that. And then we have Siren Killer, and we have All Out Assault. So I need to see all of her barrages and stuff and her mixed damage, but I think she's pretty much going to be what I expected, which is a mob clearing ship. A good variety of kits. A smoke screen that protects your ships as well is very, very good. And I think if you serve as say like a Napoli or something, you have double smoke screen. I don't think they'll stack, but they'll have a very, very good high uptime for a smoke screen, which is going to be very, very good. So I say she's not as durable as say as Laffy, but she has some interesting kits to her that makes her pretty good for like the upper campaign maps. Now obviously Laffy has like durability, anti-air reduction, a much better DD for Eagle Union, but Halford is still pretty good for a Fletcher by any means. You're pretty much only going to use her in campaign though. In other places probably not so much, but from what I see with the kit though, it's actually pretty cool how they made it so if you want sea planes, she's going to roll in chapter 14, and if you want to use anti-air, she's going to do pretty well in chapter 15. So that's actually pretty interesting. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about this ship. Thank you guys for watching all 5 of my reviews. I love this banner a lot, or this season a lot. A lot of interesting ships, a lot of what I expect to be the standard these days when it comes to SSRs, and the DRs absolutely phenomenal. And once I max them and I'll showcase them, I'll give a more proper review for those ships because I think they deserve an actual highlight because I want to see what they can really do. Since we've been in this era of say KMS, Eagle Union, Royal Navy, and IJN DR ships for quite some time now. This season we have Italy and we have Russia. 5 we had French, but it had HMS well too. Plymouth on top of that. So I want to get proper reviews for these, and then the gear is amazing as well too. So I love it a lot. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoy these videos, and if you guys want to learn more on how to max out your ships for PR research, it should be the video prior to this one that you guys can watch and learn how to get your developer levels up. So thank you guys for watching. As always, I'm out of here. See you guys in the next video.